One day, you stop replying to messages because you were tired. Not because you hate anyone. Not because you do not care. You simply do not have the strength to explain what is happening inside you. You see the message, you open it, you think about replying, but you do not know what to say. So you leave it for later. Later becomes hours, then days. And when you want to come back, you no longer know how to do it without feeling ashamed. At first, the silence feels like rest. No one demands anything from you. No one asks questions. No one expects an answer. But little by little, that rest begins to change shape. It no longer feels like peace. It feels like abandonment.
The hardest thing about isolation is that it almost never begins as a big decision. You do not say, "I am going to disappear from everyone." You simply start replying less, canceling plans, saying you are busy, saying you are fine, even when you are not. And because no one wants to pressure you, people start giving you space. But you do not feel it as space. You feel it as proof. If they cared, they would insist. If they loved me, they would come. If they really knew me, they would know I am not okay. But other people cannot always read the pain you hide. Sometimes they only see distance. They see coldness. They see silence. And they think that is what you chose. Some people isolate themselves because they are hurt. Others because they are exhausted. Others because every conversation demands a version of themselves they can no longer maintain. So they start closing themselves off. First, they stop talking about what hurts. Then they stop asking for help. Then they stop showing up. And at some point, loneliness is no longer a pause. It becomes a home. A dark, familiar, silent home. Not necessarily comfortable, but predictable. Because when you are alone, no one can disappoint you. No one can judge you. No one can make you feel like you are too complicated. But no one can hold you from outside a door you closed yourself. And this is the part that hurts to accept. Sometimes it is not that no one wanted to stay. Sometimes no one knew how to enter. Because you said, "I am fine," too many times. Because you smiled when you wanted to break. Because you changed the subject when someone asked. Because you disappeared and then expected someone to understand exactly what your absence meant. But people do not always understand silence. Sometimes they respect it. Sometimes they get tired. Sometimes they protect themselves too. And that does not mean they never cared. It means maybe it also hurt them to knock on a door that never opened. The problem is not needing space. We all need it. There are moments when stepping away for a while is healthy. There are days when not talking to anyone feels like breathing. But isolating yourself is not the same as resting. Rest gives your strength back. Too much isolation begins to take away your sensitivity. You get used to saying nothing. You get used to expecting nothing. You get used to pretending you do not need anyone. And when someone tries to come closer, you no longer know how to receive them. You feel uncomfortable. You feel afraid. You feel like opening the door means explaining too much. So you close it again. Not because you want to be alone, but because you forgot how to let someone come near. Maybe at some point, you thought disappearing was a way to avoid bothering people, that your problems were too much, that your sadness was exhausting, that it was better not to burden anyone with what you were carrying inside. But sometimes,
When you hide so you will not bother anyone, you end up teaching the world how to live without you. And that hurts. It hurts to see a group continue without you. It hurts when they stop inviting you. It hurts when conversations go on. It hurts to feel like your absence was easier to accept than you imagined. But before turning that pain into resentment, ask yourself honestly, did you leave hoping someone would save you? Or were you hoping someone would guess that you wanted to come back?
Some bonds do not break because love is missing. They break because signals are missing. Because of pride. Because of exhaustion. Because of the fear of saying, I need you. And those words can feel humiliating when you have spent so much time pretending to be strong. But asking for company does not make you weak. Saying, I am not okay, does not make you a burden. Replying after a long time does not make you ridiculous. Sometimes the bridge is not rebuilt with a perfect explanation. Sometimes it starts with something simple. Sorry I disappeared. I did not know how to talk. I have not been okay. I would like to come closer again. Not everyone will respond the way you hope, but someone may be waiting for a sign to know they are still allowed to enter. The decision that changes everything is not always leaving. Sometimes it is coming back before silence becomes a habit. Coming back does not mean telling everything to everyone. It does not mean opening your life to anyone. It does not mean pretending you are already okay. Coming back can be choosing one safe person, one honest message, one small conversation, one truth without decoration. Because loneliness becomes more dangerous when it starts convincing you that no one needs you, no one misses you, and no one would notice if you returned. But that voice does not always tell the truth. Sometimes it only repeats the echo of being locked away for too long. Maybe not everyone left. Maybe some people stayed close but silent. Maybe others stepped away because it also hurt them not knowing what to do with you. Maybe someone thought about writing to you and did not want to invade your space. Maybe someone believed your distance was an answer. And maybe you can do something different this time. Do not wait until you hit bottom. Do not wait for someone to guess. Do not punish others for not understanding a wound you never showed them. Sometimes healing does not begin when someone arrives. It begins when you find the courage to open the door just a little. If you isolated yourself because you were tired, do not punish yourself. If you disappeared because you did not know how to ask for help, do not use that to hate yourself. But do not turn your pain into a permanent room either. Do not confuse peace with absence. Do not confuse silence with strength. Do not confuse pride with protection. There are moments when being alone helps, but there are also moments when speaking again can save a part of you. Maybe you are still in time to send that message, to tell the truth, to admit that, yes, you needed someone. And maybe the decision that changes everything is not disappearing so no one can hurt you. Maybe it is daring to come back before silence finishes speaking for you.